much would chuck if a chuck would?
I'm excited to get back to YouTubing. We haven't really posted much. It's difficult to get time to edit, and recording and setting up recordings and thinking to record when you do things is difficult. So I thought I'd show you a little bit about what we've been doing since I posted the last video. So here's that. I've not been real great at recording, but I'm sure you know that. Anyway, the weather tonight is amazing. It's perfect. The door's gonna slam closed though. Anyway, we went to Nino's. Stephanie wasn't there, but she did come over and say hi, so that was nice. And now we're back. Dad's got church training tonight. We're gonna watch Minions Rise of Gru, right?
Yep.
So we're getting ready to get everything situated. Tomorrow we pull out. So like I've plugged all the devices in, so when we finally start the generator, that's been more of a pain than I realized it would be. All the electronics we have, all the things we do. With this nice weather, I don't want to run the generator and spend gas, but if I don't run the generator, we can't charge enough devices. And so we've used the Jackery quite a bit. It's been really helpful. Still my favorite thing we have in the RV. Adventures in the life of a church planner. Pardon my crazy hair because I got out of the shower. Anyway, KJ's sister invited me to a quarter auction today. I've never been to one. So we came back, got home in time to go, and I thought, oh, getting quarters should be easy. We'll just go through the bank in Plymouth on the way. There's a state employees credit union. Simple, right? And I'll get some quarters to take this quarter auction, because apparently you have to have quarters for it. And I go in Plymouth and I ask her for $40 in quarters, and she said, we don't have any extra quarters. So I texted Stacy and she said, oh, I went to the State Employees Credit Union in Butner and they said the same thing. And I said, uh-oh, what am I going to do? Am I going to go to a quarter auction with no quarters? So she told me the trick, the car wash. So I had to take a shower because we've been in a camper for a week and it's cold and I'm not taking a cold shower at the National Park Campground. So yes, I'm a little stinky. Adventures of a church planner. Wife, I guess. Anyway, I'm not planting the church. I'm just supporting my husband who's planting the church. Well, God's planting the church. But anyway, rambling, sorry. So I went to Taco Bell because now Mountain Dew has me addicted to Baja Blast. And you can't get it in a bottle anymore because the Pepsi guy told us that was temporary. So you have to go to Taco Bell to get it. So I waited in line at Taco Bell to get my Baja Blast slushie to break a 20 because I have to go to the car wash and the change machine only does 1, 5s, and 10s. So now I have a bag with $30 in quarters to go to my first quarter auction. Did I get quarters from the bank? No. I got them from the car wash. This is all new to me because in Garfield County when I wanted quarters, I just went on into the Garfield County Bank and one of the nice ladies at the counter gave me quarters. Apparently, you can't do that in North Carolina. Who knew? Okay, ready? How much would
How much would a
woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much would a woodchuck chuck if a wood could chuck?
No, if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
A woodchuck could chuck wood. Oh, that's confusing.
Try it again.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a wood could chuck?
Nope. If a woodchuck could chuck wood.
If a wood could chuck.
You try, Elijah.
I forgot it.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much would a woodchuck chuck if a chuck wood?
I entered to win one of the YouTubers I like to watch is Sophia Nygaard, and I entered to win some candy she made on one of her videos. I'll link it in the description. Anyway, I'm gonna cover this part up so you can't see our address. But she sent me this. This box is so cool. It's got all her stuff on it, like her Franken candle where she likes to mix things together, platform Crocs. Anyway, this is our candy. You gonna come watch me open it?
Yeah.
I just wasn't gonna sit in front of the camera.
Okay. I don't know if I can open it without a knife. It's taped really good. Thank you. I'm turning the box up. There it goes. I didn't close that. So, oh, it's got a note in here. It says, "Here is your custom hard candy delivery. We hope the candy is not melted and is all in one piece. But sincerest apologies if they are messed up due to shipping. Just a friendly reminder that the candy was made on shared equipment with nuts. So please be mindful that if you have any please be mindful of that if you have any allergies. And generally, consume this candy at your own risk. XOXO soft."
I don't see it.
But it's so cute.
What are they?
So,
Watermelon candies?
yeah.
Ooh.
It's
Watermelon.
Lofty Pursuits is where she made it. So this is watermelon candy.
There's nothing else.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is one she made. Did she make watermelon? I don't know. But, you want to taste it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
It's candy.
All right.
I want to
I
try
can't
the
open
first
it. Oh, I did
one. I
open
want
it.
to try the first one.
Okay. So this is like the hard candy. Oh, this is one she cut. Yes, because some are little and some are giant.
Okay.
I'm good.
So you can see how this one's really big. But they were like the bar candy, and you make it and you roll it and then you cut off the edges. Pretty cool. Oh!
I want to do it. I want to do it now.
You gotta win like 4 games in a row, probably.
I want to
Probably.
Oh, sweet.
I want to do it. Can I do it?
You wanna try it?
Yeah.
So you can trade up for the next prize with each dog. So if you just keep playing in a row, you can trade up. But it's $5 per dog.
He's gonna be so bummed because he's not gonna be able to do it, I bet. Oh, good try! She'll let him have a prize anyway.
Oh, I want the chicken.
Not a chicken, no.
A chicken.
You wanna trade yours in for a chicken?
No, we're good. Thank you. So we started our church planting journey with a bang, and now this is supposed to be the end. We're moving into the cottage on Sunday, and we're ending with a bang. KJ got up here to the school, not very far from the campground, and it is shut off on him. He was able to get it around the corner here with no power steering and no power brakes to get it parked in the church lot here. But we don't really know what to do next. So here we sit trying to figure it out.
Well, this has been an adventure so far. The whole thing's been an adventure, but came down for our last week in the RV, and you know, we're just planning on doing what we normally do, come down for the week. and stay in the RV because this weekend we move into our winter housing. That's the right key. And picked up the RV, and on the way to the campground it died. Just stopped. And so that means we had to get it towed to a place. It means we can't really live in it or use it. So we've got a place here that a friend's letting us use, and that's been a huge blessing. But now we're gonna go do some organizing, do some stuff in the RV, because we are planning to move out of it at the end of this week. But it's just one thing after another. Like I prayed this morning, I feel like I'm so busy trying to just survive that I'm not having time to do any ministry. And one of the lessons we've learned in our church planning stuff is that prayer is the ministry, and so I need to remember that. Even though it feels like I'm not doing anything specifically, this is ministry. This is what we're doing.
So my house that I was in love with in Avon, it either sold or rented. They took it off market, so it makes me sad. You could tell somebody was moving in there. I really liked it, but I still have no idea how God's going to work that out. We drive around and looked at the houses, and it's just discouraging. I don't want to live in a giant beach house. I like the little houses, but there aren't a lot of those for sale, and so it'll be interesting to see what God does. We're at Cape Hatteras Church now. They're letting us use their kitchen because we're staying in the apartment over their garage because the motorhome had issues. And so we're going to cook some frozen pizza.
Well, we just spent our first night in our house for this winter. Very generous and kind lady here in Buxton offered us her cottage for the winter, and so we're going to be staying here for the winter. Not a bad place to stay. You can see the ocean from here, and that noise that you hear is not wind, it's the ocean. Here, I'll take you to an easier place. You can see it from where I was standing, but you can see it from right here too. So, wonderful place. It's 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and we are able to rent it for the next 6 months. So that is extremely awesome. Back when I was a kid, I grew up in an area where the houses were kind of spaced out, and you didn't have to, I mean, you had to drive from place to place for the most part. But we came down here to one neighborhood, and Sharon and the boys are walking, and I'm following behind them in the car. Are there people up there?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll just wait right here.
There's trick-or-treaters up there. You just wait. Okay. Part of living in the remotest, the remote areas, is getting up early to drive places. KJ has a training today for early response team stuff after emergencies and disasters here on the island. So we're going up to Kitty Hawk this morning. He's going to be in training all day. The boys and I are just going to hang out and find something to do. And then we're driving into Grandma's because KJ and I are going to go to the annual meeting at the Baptist State Convention in North Carolina. So, yay. There's not a lot of beach to walk on today, but I'm enjoying it nonetheless. Hurricanes turn up the ocean for sure. So, we were walking on the beach trying to get shells, and it started to rain hard. So we made it to the Cape Hatteras Motel, which is where we're standing. KJ texted me and said, hide. He's coming to get us now, but Jeremiah and I are soaked. He says it was fun, an adventure. But you can see how wet my sweatshirt is. I had a hood so my head doesn't look as bad as Jeremiah's.
I ran for it once.
It's in the 70s, so it's not like it's cold, but woo! That was fun. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Elijah. Happy birthday to you. Good job. So new traditions are different. It doesn't really feel like Thanksgiving because we're not doing what we normally do, but that's okay. It will feel like it soon enough, I guess. Got a green bean casserole put together. That's all I have to cook. And KJ and Jeremiah went off with Bruce and Jamie to work some cows. That feels normal. And I'm going to go start Christmas lights. So we're in a rental house at the beach, and electricity's included, so I'm not going to do all the lights up because that would be ridiculous. And I feel kind of abusive of the kindness of somebody's heart. So Grandma said we could put all the lights up at her house, and she didn't care. So I'm going to start going through lights and seeing what has good bulbs and bad bulbs and go from there. See what we got. I hope you enjoyed some of those snippets. I hate talking to this thing. So we had a pastor and his wife visit us from a little bit inland. They like to vacation on Avon, and the question they asked is one that many ask, and it's, what are you doing? And we've said before we want to be the best church for Avon, so we don't want to come in here with our ideas of church and what it should look like here and all that stuff. We want it to be the best church for Avon and for the island, and so we've been spending a lot of time just learning about the island, learning about the people, learning about the needs, church history, what churches look like here on the island, what's been effective, what's not been effective. And so we've been doing a lot of that. We've been trying to just love on people, to be ourselves, to build community. For us, that's a little different than for some people. It's really been interesting this Christmas season. The big thing that has helped us meet people is cookie making. I made some sugar cookies for an event, and of course, you know me, I put it on Facebook, and somebody else asked about it, and somebody else asked about it. So I've been making lots of cookies, and I told KJ I think that I just want to bake a bunch to give away, because who's gonna say no to cookies? And it's a way to love on people and introduce people and talk about who we are and why we're here and what God's doing and what we hope He will do through us. And so I always have to be looking down. I might miss something important, some shell or sea glass. But I just wanted to kind of update you a little bit. There's not a lot. I'm really bad at talking to the camera. And yeah. Anyway, we've just been blessed. And so I'm gonna take you with me and record the trip back to our winter house so you can see how it is. We got some neighbors moving in a couple houses down, but here is the short walk from the ocean to our winter cottage.